Let's begin with some breaking news coming in from West Asia, and we do understand that the war in West Asia is showing signs of escalation. The US official have warned that there are indications of an imminent missile attack. The Biden administration believes that a potential attack from Iran tonight would be similar to the attack launched by Tehran in April. The US and other Western allies stepped in to help defend Israel against the combined Iranian missile and drone attack in April, which Tehran launched in retaliation for an Israeli airstrike on the Iranian consulate in Damascus. The US Embassy in Jerusalem issued a security warning telling its employees and their families to shelter or to take shelter in places until further notice. We also understand that Iran has said that Nasrallah's killing would bring about Israel's destruction, though the foreign ministry said on Monday that Tehran would not deploy soldiers to confront Israel. The Israeli military says it has not detected an incoming aerial strike from Iran for now. The IDF says its defenses are ready and is prepared to defend and attack Iran in the event of a strike launched from the Islamic Republic. Once again, this is breaking news from West Asia, and we are getting reports that a US official has warned that there are indications of an imminent missile attack. The Biden administration believes that a potential attack from Iran tonight would be similar to the attack launched by Tehran in April. The US Embassy in Jerusalem has issued a security warning telling its employees and their families to shelter in place or to take shelter until further notice. The Israeli military says it has not detected an incoming aerial strike from Iran for now. Let's talk to our correspondent Jody Cohen, who's joining us on the phone. Jody, what do we know about this latest report? We are reporting that the US officials have warned of an imminent missile attack. Do we know more about this?
Hi, Eric. So we know that the US Embassy has ordered US government employees and their families in Israel to shelter until further notice. They've said that there could be blasts without any warning. Remember, they gave a similar warning before Iran's attack in April to their staff then as well. Now, the US has warned, as you said, they've warned Israel of an imminent Iranian missile attack. They believe it would be similar to April's attack when more than 300 missiles and drones were fired by Iran at Israel. Now, I heard about half an hour ago, I heard 3 huge booms. No siren went off, and the Israel Defense Forces said that several missiles from Lebanon fell in open areas. The IDF says that they haven't detected any launches from Iran as yet, but they said defenses are ready, and the Home Front Command instructions for central Israel have now changed. There are now restrictions, as well as for people in the north of Israel. There are now restrictions for people in the center. So that means that gatherings are limited, and, for example, schools can only open if they have shelters. Now, U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin said that Iranian fire at Israel would have serious consequences, and also that the U.S. would help to defend Israel against an Iranian attack. And the IDF spokesperson Daniel Hagari said that Israel is at the height of readiness together with the U.S. Israel is watching developments in Iran, and Israeli President Herzog earlier said that he believes the international community needs to pressure Iran to bring harm to the region.
Jody Cohen, what is the latest from the Israeli Prime Minister's office? Has he said anything new yet? And are the attacks from Israel to Lebanon still going on?
So the Prime Minister issued a statement after they changed the Home Front instructions, telling Israelis to listen to the instructions because they save lives, and that Israel expects difficult days ahead. In terms of the fighting with Hezbollah, we know that the Israel Defense Forces have called up 4 reservist brigades to the northern front. And the IDF have said that 3,000 Hezbollah and Islamic Jihad terrorists were actually waiting to attack northern Israel after the 7th of October, and that special forces had carried out 70 raids on Hezbollah since then, and that they've destroyed numerous Hezbollah bunkers, weapons and tunnels. But they said that hasn't been enough to ensure that the residents in northern Israel can return home safely. So now they've said they're carrying out limited, localized and targeted raids, and the aim is to destroy Hezbollah's infrastructure as quickly as possible. Perhaps even, I've heard it mentioned, that even potentially in a few weeks. Now, officials have suggested that there's no intention for the IDF to stay in southern Lebanon. There are plans to bolster defenses and surveillance on the border, and to try to make sure, basically, that Hezbollah doesn't return to the south of the Litani River, which is the UN-recognized boundary between Lebanon and Israel.
All right, if you're just joining us, this is breaking news that we are getting in our newsroom at this hour. U.S. officials have warned that there are indications of an imminent missile attack. The Biden administration believes that a potential attack from Iran tonight would be similar to the attack launched by Tehran in April. We have no word from the Israeli government considering this latest attack or latest information that we're getting into our newsroom. And I've been speaking to our correspondent, Jody Cohen, live from Ra'anana. Jody, thank you. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.